Hey there, Ramble Force. Chris Gamble here from the Digital Ramble, joined as always by my co-host JJ Cannon.
What's happening, Gamble? Welcome, welcome.
We've got something new.
Oh yeah, something really exciting. And you know, we're gonna try something a little bit different today. We're gonna do a reaction video to some pretty big news in the technology industry, smart home industry.
Yeah, this is a new series of videos from the Digital Ramble. We're calling it Smart Home Wow. Smart Home reaction videos from the Digital Ramble team, myself and JJ Cannon. And we've got a big one to kick it off. This is hot tech news. Today's latest technology product release. What have we got, JJ?
Hot off the press, and a lot of people are talking about it. Actually, I think it's sold out right now, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And so today, Gamble, you know, I think we should just start out by maybe checking out the video and taking a look. And it's a product by one of our near and dear favorites, Logitech. And this remote is called the Logitech Harmony Express.
Let's get it full screen. Let's watch this video. Let's see what this product's all about. It's a new remote control from Logitech.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at it, Gamble. Wow, take a look. I like the music. The music's pretty jazzy, man.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like 60s kind of, I don't know, it reminds me of like Pink Panther or The Incredibles or something.
I like it.
Harmony and Amazon Alexa production. So this is interesting. A lot of joint promotion here of two giant brands.
Yeah, two really good, solid brands that make some pretty decent devices. I know that we've installed a lot of both of those products, and clients are really happy with the experience that these manufacturers are providing. All right, see here. I think that's their slogan right there. Press, say, and play.
It's catchy. I like it. I'm a man for my slogans. I like these little buzz terms. I like that.
All right, let's see. How's this thing?
Okay.
All right.
There it is. There it is. There's the remote. Okay, so we've got a new Logitech Harmony remote control. We've got the Express remote control. Very different form factor from current remote controls, the Companion, the Elite, or the Pro. Very different.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it has, you know, front and center right in the middle. It looks like there's a button there with your directional buttons, maybe an LED that glows here, and nine more buttons down below. Very slick. I like the styling. It's not the normal remote that I'm used to seeing in this size. I mean, it's very similar to maybe like a Roku or an Apple TV remote.
Yeah, I think it's that kind of size. I think they've gone for that kind of tactile, very slender in the hand remote and minimal buttons. You know, the Apple TV is a classic with hardly any buttons and a touch pad at the top.
You know, we're always talking about less is more, and maybe this might be that less is more remote. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Oh yeah, so that middle button does illuminate there.
Yeah, it's a backlit button. The distinctive blue circle of Madam A on all the devices that she features in, like on the Echo Dot or even the Echo Show has that distinctive blue line when you yell her name.
Yeah, I'm wondering if you have to push the button every time. All right, let's take a look here.
Oh, there you go. Look, there you go. So just press and say. So it's a push to talk, like walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Press
let's
to
see.
talk.
Turn on TV, raise the volume, play a movie. Woo! Man, that's a lot of stuff to say right there, Gamble. Mute sound, launch YouTube, like that.
Also, bear in mind, you've got a play pause button. Of that 9 buttons, I noticed there was a play pause, there was a volume up and down button. So, yeah, you can say volume up and down, but I guess you could say it to other Alexa devices.
Yeah, you got volume up, volume down, and mute. You got your play, pause, rewind, fast forward. That's probably your home button, which is probably flexible depending on what device you're actually communicating with. Probably like call this the hamburger button. Probably like another menu set, and then a back button.
Yeah. Okay. So you don't always have to say volume up, down, play, pause. You've got those hard buttons.
You do have some hard buttons. You know, one thing that I don't see here, Gamble, is hard numerals. What are your thoughts about hard numerals?
Well, I've lived without them, and with the Harmony Elite, it doesn't have them. I think what they're going to be pushing here is clearly. I've noticed it doesn't even have does it have channel up and down? It doesn't even have channel up down.
There is not a channel up and down on there. No, that's all voice.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, so I guess you could use your arrow keys, your kind of trackpad at the top there for channel up, down.
I'm gonna have to get one of these in the office, no doubt about it. All right, play Hulu.
Keep going then.
All right, here we go. Okay, we're getting into some apps that you can control with your voice.
A bit of Amazon promotion there, Prime Video. Yeah.
See, Netflix, Hulu.
Like Star Wars.
Wow. Works with over 250,000 devices. Now, this is something that you and I are really familiar with, and you know, maybe it's something that we should have brought up at the beginning of the video, but Gamble and I, we've been installing Logitech Harmony remotes for several years now and have very deep understanding of the ability for Logitech to control almost anything out of the box. And it's easy to set up and easy to use, and it looks like they're carrying that on over to this new Express model.
Cool. So it's accessing the existing database, so you're never going to be without a command. It's got, you know, and that's constantly updated as well. We know that's a well curated collection of devices that if something new comes out, you're going to be able to connect that.
Yeah, absolutely. A remote finder app.
Well, I've played Hunt the Remote Control many times in my house.
That's pretty cool that they, you know, it's an important feature. They thought that it was an important feature enough to put it into their marketing. And probably they had surveys stating that that was one of the big features that needed to be included into this remote. Yeah, I could use a remote that I could find. That would be cool. I could see that. I think also with this app, Gamble, this is how you program it, is through your wireless device.
Yeah, you use like the other Harmony products. You use an app to tell the device which products you've got connected, which inputs they are on your television. So you can find the remote if you lose it. I'm already thinking, even if I can't find it, I can yell commands at another Echo device in the house and still control my TV.
Yeah, you can do it either way. You don't necessarily have to have the remote.
Yeah.
I like it. You know, initial impressions. I like it. I think there's some questions, you know, that I have, and excited to get one in my hands. But overall, it looks like a really cool remote if you got a lot of devices to control.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool product. You know, it's got the cool factor, it's got the style, it's got that minimal design look. I like the black finish. That matte finish is nice. You know, no screen, no numerals, just the basic buttons that you're probably going to use all the time. And that push to talk, that's interesting. You know, I'm used to shouting out that wake word to an Amazon device or a device with Madam A built inside to it. I'm used to just yelling. This is an interesting one where you have to push to talk.
I like the push-to-talk feature. I also like that, you know, if you are integrating other devices like maybe your climate or your lighting, instead of always yelling, you can simply pick up the remote, click it, and now you can control your lights with a lot more ease.
Well, now anyone listening and watching that have had Apple TV with the Siri button built into it, and maybe they use Apple Home for controlling their smart home devices, that's been a very convenient function that you press and hold, brings up, you know, on Apple TV, the little voice prompt, and you can say, you know, turn the heating to 20 degrees, turn on the table lamps, or dim the pendant or chandelier to 20%. So that voice press to talk, push to talk feature is very it's very personal, because you do hold that microphone close to your mouth, like this guy here. He's showing you how you're using it. It's very personal. The microphone close to the mouth. You don't have to yell at it by the looks of it. Just talk your normal volume of speech and ask for what you want to happen. Turn on this, adjust this. And because it's got that Amazon Echo features built into it, then it's going to control your smart home. This is smart home control and a universal audio video remote control for your entertainment.
Let's see what this says. Harmony Express is the universal voice remote with Alexa built in, so anyone can effortlessly control their home entertainment. Simply press and ask to launch streaming apps. Go straight to your favorite channels, find out when your team is playing, or just about anything else around the house that Alexa can do. That's pretty cool, and I like the idea that it's in your hand, you know, and you're not yelling. Right now, it seems like I'm yelling all the time, or the communication is not accurately being received because it's of the distance or something that might be louder in the background. I can see that being very valuable, being closer by, and I like that you have to push it in order for it to activate.
I guess though it must come with a hub. We haven't seen like any kind of hub.
Let's dig. Let's see what we got here. Key feature.
Can't be everything in the remote. Okay.
Harmony Express.
Something on top of that cabinet. There's something next to the TV.
Yeah, I do see something right there on top of the cabinet. Oh, yeah, right by that sliding door.
Is the Harmony?
You see,
Harmony's always had a hub.
Hub is sitting right up on top, and when this door slides open, you have that other little IR blaster inside of the cabinet.
It's a new hub.
Yeah, and so it blasts.
It's not a remote control for the existing Harmony hub then.
No, and it blasts the Blu-ray player, communicates with Bluetooth with the Xbox there, and then probably Bluetooth with that Apple TV there.
Or IP, maybe.
Or IP, that's right. It'll also do IP. Depending on the device, it doesn't control everything IP.
Sure.
They are broadening their IP database right now at the moment. I really like having Alexa at the fingertips. I think that's going to be really impactful. Focus on the fun. Forget about keeping track of devices, inputs, or settings. The Harmony Express app helps you easily set up and manage apps and devices. You can even link them together. So whether
that's a new app. That's all new graphics.
You know what? I'm wondering if there's two apps now, Gamble. There's one for the Harmony Express, and then there's a different one for the regular Harmony. I bet you there's two apps now.
We'll have a look at that. You know, we'll confirm that in the comments. You know, and if you're watching this and you've downloaded the app, tell us about it. You know, this product's available. You know, you said it's sold out, but if you bought it, please leave a comment on what your early experiences are with the Harmony Express. Never lose the remote.
Yeah, that's a big feature, I guess.
Well, it's big and it's not. It's like I may use it, or I'll just keep lifting up cushions and looking for the remote. So, yeah.
Compatibility for today and tomorrow.
This is what we talked about, the ability that Logitech have of continually growing their database and making sure that the latest products are going to be controllable by their system, whether it's the Express, the Elite, the Companion, the Harmony Hub.
It's rechargeable as well, so it has like this 1 month of battery life per charge, and I think it uses a little USB in order to charge it, similar to your cell phone.
Sure. It doesn't have a docking station.
No. Okay, here's the hub. Let's take a look here. All right, here's the hub and the IR blaster. You know what, Gamble? I'm wondering Is this wireless? Is this battery? I don't know. Specifications.
It's just an IR blaster, isn't it?
Let's see. Remote, blaster, weight, system requirements.
They'll be wired. They have to be.
You have to have an Amazon account. You know, the other thing I was wondering, Gamble, is, you know, currently you can use the Harmony line in order to control via voice. So it's not necessarily that new of a device. It is with the push the button to talk, which I think is a fantastic feature. But with originally you could only have one Amazon account per zone you want to control. So is this remote hooked directly to the hub to distinguish what unit is communicating to?
I don't know. That is a frustration for our customers. It really is. So the multiple Amazon accounts to provide voice control of their Harmony system. So this is an Amazon Alexa remote. This ain't going to be doing Google Home. This is squarely positioned as an Amazon remote control, ultimately.
Yeah, it's not saying anything about doing a Google voice control.
No. Maybe you can. You can obviously maybe trigger activities from maybe you can from you know, in the same way that you can have Google Home Hub control your other Harmony activities with the existing products or the original products.
Here's the other thing.
The voice side as well. I don't think you can go deeper into devices. Like you couldn't search within Fire TV. You couldn't search within Apple TV to ask for content. I didn't get that impression that it's a deeper voice interface. I
didn't see that. I think you can get to the app, but once you're in the app, I think you have to navigate to whatever you're wanting to look for. And I don't know if you put it up in the search area, if you then click and hold, if it'll put it into your search.
Yeah, we need to get one of these, but it also says they're US only.
Yeah, so I'll have one here shortly soon, and we're gonna put it to work and have another video on it. Let's see. Remote control blaster, IR blaster, USB cable, AC adapter, user documentation. I doubt that it's wireless, Gamble. I'm betting there's a wire somewhere here to there like they're traditional, but I do like the look of it, man. That thing looks slick.
Yeah, the hub looks nice.
Yeah, the hub looks good too.
Yeah, it does. So that's the hub is the smart part. That's the part that's going to talk. You know, that's going to connect to your Wi-Fi. I wonder if the remote is there a delay? You know, there's obviously going to be some kind of delay, but you've got to say the command into the remote. Does that then relay back to the hub, and the hub click in and out of Amazon and skills?
I read another article that was stating, and he actually had one to test, and he said that, and I actually read two different articles. One said that there was a slight delay, and the other guy said that the delay was so slight it really didn't, you know, it was no different than your traditional communications with your system. I know through traditional, well, with the Harmony products that we've used in the past, the communication was super fast and reliable. The message always got there. I think with this button and it being so close, the communication through voice is going to be equally as accurate.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think the push to talk will help that. You know, it's opening up a channel of communication. It'll probably free up. It'll open up all its ears waiting for that command. So, yeah, it's for me, I still think there's the need for the Elite and the Harmony Pro remotes. You know, they're going to do quite a lot more, I think. I think you're going to have more programming power within the Elite and the Pro remote. You can maybe string out longer activities and add delays. I'd be interested to see the setup of this, if this is just a drag and drop kind of configuration, which devices, which inputs, you know, and that's really all the programming you can do. And then if you want to go further, you still have to go into kind of like the Big Brother product, which may be the Elite.
I'm wondering if you can do a deeper dive program. You know, once you set it up, can you even add to the macros to have it configure even more things in a more customizable way, or is it, you know, discovery and action, and that's limiting?
Okay, so the first episode of Smart Home Wow reaction videos from the Digital Ramble, JJ Cannon and myself. the Logitech Harmony Express. If you've enjoyed this video and you want to learn about more content from the Digital Ramble, you can find our podcast, our Facebook videos, and our YouTube content out there. We do a weekly show, the Digital Ramble. It's available dozens and dozens of platforms. So go and find us, like our Facebook page, subscribe to our podcast, and join in with the show. Please leave comments below and ask your smart home questions that you have for these two experts.
All right, Gamble. Well, until the next reaction video, or I'll see you next time, brother.
Cool. Cheers, JJ.
Cheers.